Welcome back to another Handyman business video. A late night video in the workshop. Getting a little loopy. I've been spraying lacquer for the last 4 hours. It's 12:30 a.m. Trying to get another batch of this wood ready to go on the ceiling of the remodel I'm working on. That video will be on the main channel, the Handyman. So I've had a lot of feedback in the comments. That's the only source I really have right now, except for Instagram. You can contact me on Instagram, send me a message. It's more personal. You probably know what the topic is, but you're probably wondering, what the heck is he talking about? His feelings? Feelings. So we got two main topics, two main directions in this video. First one is, I feel bad charging my customers X amount of dollars to do such simple home repairs. Before we go any further, I personally don't work for the elderly on welfare or low fixed income. I don't work for disabled people on a fixed income that don't have any money. My target customer is usually a dual income. If they're not a dual income, they are at least a six-figure income. They own a house, a nice house, a house that costs more than $500,000. Sometimes it's in the lower 400s. Depending on the region of the metro area that I'm going to. Those are the minimums. Now my maximums, that's a case-by-case basis. It's a customer-by-customer basis. You don't know, when you get up there too high, it's just a whole nother video. My customers, and your customers too, should have the means to pay you. It means they got a job. Maybe there's two incomes in the house. They have a nice house. They somehow had enough money to buy the house, to get approved. They can afford whatever you want to charge them. There are market constraints. Obviously, we can't go charging $1,000 an hour. Although, a few of us have had that experience before. It's a good day, that $1,000 an hour day. What you should be aiming for is to present yourself to get the top of that market value. It doesn't matter what you feel. There's bigger things at stake than you're feeling. I've come up with just a few that should hopefully strike a chord with you sensitive men out there. Think of your mother, and she's 80 years old, and she can no longer take care of herself. And you've got some options out here, or she's got options, of where she's going to spend the rest of her life. Think of that the next time you have bad feelings about charging top dollar for your work. Wouldn't you love to be able to put your mother in a really nice place, well taken care of? Or maybe you don't like your mom and you want her to go into that shithole and no one's there to take care of her. Shame on you for not taking care of your mother. How about yourself? Put yourself in that same position. Your wife, your children. Say your child gets in an accident and is paralyzed from the waist down, the neck down. What type of life can you provide for them? The government that takes our money will keep them alive. They'll give them some disability money, but wouldn't it be nice to give them the best life that money can buy? Those of you that watch my third channel, I got a video coming out where I took out a quadriplegic hunting in a full Jeep setup that his dad built. Got a hole in the windshield. The guy points the gun. He can move his neck, and he pulls the trigger by blowing in a straw. And he got a nice big buck. I was in the truck with him. My dad was with me. I was ranging the animal. That experience, all of us, me and my dad, and him and his dad, out hunting, money bought that. No government subsidy is going to be able to give that to that kid. How about that? Does that help you out? Charge a little bit more money? I could go on and on down this list here, but maybe some people just don't think about that. Now there was the other one. Oh, I'm greedy. You're a greedy handyman. No, I'm not greedy. I'm realistic about the world we live in, and that it takes money to have a certain quality of life. Now, I'm not saying money's going to buy you happiness. You can be rich and miserable, but there is certain things that money takes away. If you're a miserable person, you're going to be miserable whether you're rich or poor. Money's not going to make the difference. I'm thinking about all those things. I'm thinking about my kids, thinking about how I want to retire. How long do I want to be out here at 12:30 at night inhaling lacquer fumes, talking to a GoPro, sanding? Actually, I could talk to the GoPro for a while. I do enjoy this. But I'd like to do it on my terms, not because I have to. I'd like to retire early. I'd like to retire and get down to part-time in 5 years. Maybe I'll have a different business when I'm 50. I do not plan on doing this past age 50, at least on a regular basis for somebody else. I'll be doing it for myself, for my own enjoyment. Oh, that's probably greedy too. You don't want to do anything for your own enjoyment. Another, I don't know what to say, of attack, maybe it was, on me and my greed. Actually, it came more from this video. I don't want to pay for a helper, and I want to keep that money for myself. I got a lot of, I guess, disagreeable comments that I'm greedy and that I shouldn't be just thinking of myself and money. I should be employing these people. It does work for some business models, for certain people's goals, business goals, life goals. They may not want to do the labor. It's not difficult for me. It may change sometime in the future, but right now are my earning years, my peak earning years that will pay off tenfold for just going to work, doing some hard work. It's what I have to work with. Okay, gotta get back to work. You should get back to work too, instead of whining and thinking about your feelings.